Ladies and gentlemen, Sandeshkhali in West Bengal, horrific in fact news reports coming in from there about atrocities and sexual violence against women. To speak on this very issue, at this moment I'm being joined live and exclusive with West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose on the issue. Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose was in fact in Sandeshkhali, remember, which has become a boiling point as far as the state is concerned, TMC versus BJP at this moment. Now, let me very quickly, without further ado, sir, thank you so much for joining us here on NDTV. I want to start by asking you, we saw those visuals, sir, when during your visit, you were speaking to the women in Sandeshkhali. Many of them were tying Rakhis to you as well. At that moment, did you receive any complaints about sexual assault?
Women in numbers met me and poured out their grievances. They said they were molested. Harassment was there, intimidation was there, the husbands were beaten up. They were asked to report at the party offices or the farmhouses.
Dr. Bose, was there any action initiated by Raj Bhavan? Any inquiry or registration of FIR suo moto on your own as a constitutional head in West Bengal? Because the government says that it took some time before even a formal FIR was launched. Nobody was coming forward with any complaint.
I was given oral and written complaints by dozens of women. These complaints I am sending to the government for their information and necessary action.
Okay. Then what do you make, sir, of the state government's handling of this issue? Like you said, you forwarded these complaints to the state government. What about their action on these complaints?
I would like to state at the outset, I am not for a blame game here now. Let the government take its own decision. I have made my own assessment. I'm also watching the effectiveness of the decisions taken by government. There is a lot which government can do. I hope they'll do that. Protection to the women should be ensured. The culprits have to be apprehended. The claim of the women folk there is that Shahjahan Sheikh, whom they say is the leader of the criminal gangs, and his henchmen and cohorts are to be arrested. That is my position also as a governor.
Right, sir. The police has now swung into action. Though Shahjahan Sheikh is still absconding, but another local TMC leader, Mr. Hazra, has been arrested. He's named in the FIR by these women. Some senior police officials have also been transferred. Do you think the government is finally taking the action on your recommendations?
I'm very clear. Government has to do justice and should be perceived to have done justice. That is what is expected of government, nothing more, nothing less.
So the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, when she was responding to this, she said that she will never support anyone indulging in such shameful acts. But in the same breath, she also accused the BJP and RSS of fomenting trouble, of fueling anarchy in Sandeshkhali.
That is a political statement. I would like to keep myself off politics. What I expect of my constitutional colleague, the Chief Minister, is action, perceptible action, not an alibi for inaction. I hope she will do that.
Not an alibi for inaction. Those are strong words, sir. But let me also ask you then, in your view, is the Chief Minister doing what you expect her to do?
I am not here to make a value judgment on my colleague in public.
That's fair, sir. We'll leave that there. But have you spoken to the Chief Minister personally on the Sandeshkhali issue, sir?
We are in touch.
Okay. And has there been any report sent by your office to the centre as well on this issue?
I have sent whatever reports are expected from the governor at this stage.
Mr. Governor, in this high decimal war of words which has now erupted between the BJP and the TMC, do you fear that, in fact, many activists also fear this thing, that real victims of sexual violence, if there are any real victims of sexual violence, they will just become collateral damage in politics?
This is a time where the honor of the women is involved. We have to protect their honor. Politics is different. Politics may take its own turn later. Now, as governor, my commitment to my sisters is that I will do whatever is to be done to protect their honor. And now, those who feel insecure there even now, they are in touch with me. I welcome the women of Sandeshkhali to come to Rajbhavan and be my guests. We will certainly provide them everything, including security. I will be there to guard them in whichever way it is required.
So this is a big statement that you are making, that your doors, the doors of Rajbhavan, are open for the women of Sandeshkhali if they feel insecure in that area. Does that mean, Mr. Governor, that you think that the state government is unable to provide protection as far as these women are concerned?
I am in touch with them, or rather they are in touch with me. Over phone, online, those women who have complained to me and who feel insecure, they are willing to call me, they are calling me, they are sending messages to the peace room in Rajbhavan. We are in touch. We will do everything possible to protect the honor and the dignity of the women folk there.
Okay. May I also ask you, sir, some politicians are trying to make this into a religious issue, maybe because of the religion that the main accused is, in fact, does belong from. What will you say to those people, those who are trying to make it a religious issue? Isn't this about women's safety, about atrocities on women, rather than use this for religious polarization?
This incident has many implications and fearsome ramifications. People are aware of that. I only hope that those dimensions will not be made to play a severe role here, making the situation worse. Everybody has to be exercise restraint and see that this crime is contained there and the atrocities are confined. Sandeshkhali, this is a time when India's Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, is doing everything possible for women's empowerment. The Stree Shakti, that is what India is honoring. At this juncture, what is happening or what has happened in Sandeshkhali does not bring credit to anyone down the line.
Sir, may I also ask you, the opposition BJP has said that they have no faith in the state police and the central agencies. They would like the central agencies like the CBI or NIA to probe this matter. What's your view on that?
Suggestions that I have gathered from a cross-section of society, particularly the victim. In my report to government, I have suggested, number one, arrest the main culprits immediately. Number two, a special investigation team to be put in place to inquire into the incidents. Number three, consider a judicial inquiry. Number four, escalate assistance as an interim relief. Number five, if need be, underline if need be, the errant police officers from all the police stations involved in this may be transferred together. There are so many suggestions that are given there. That is only for government to consider and put in place. Of course, I will left it open to government to modify the suggestions and put in practice whatever they feel can contain the situation and eradicate its malady.
In the end, sir, I would just like to ask you, if the women of Sandeshkhali are watching you at this moment, they are looking at you, how will you ensure that the justice is delivered to the victims of who have made these serious allegations?
They trust me. They have faith in me. I have faith in the rule of law. Certainly, we will be able to protect the honor of our women who are harassed in Sandeshkhali. They are most welcome in Rajbhavan. I will do my best in my capacity as governor and now, of course, as a Rakhi brother, anything that is required to protect their honor.
Mr. Governor, Dr. C.V. C.V. Anand Bose, thank you so much for joining us here on NDTV, giving us your time and your views on this very, very important issue, which is staring the government of West Bengal. It also, in fact, is a time, like you said, to exercise caution, even for the opposition not to utilize or possibly turn it into a matter of just political mileage. Justice needs to be ensured. Thank you so much for your reassuring words on that.